Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're doing something. Look for old case files at police auction.
Just finished chatting to Dominic, Woody, and he's given you a big exposition dump where he says there are a load of case files you might be able to get hold of from there.
Yes, full of somewhere in boxes.
Assorted case files.
Oh, hey, there.
No touching.
There you go.
If you want to see inside it, you'll have to bid for it.
Well, we don't really have anything to bid with. Let's just see if she accepts.
Hello.
Unfortunately, we got rid of our flesh-eating ants, but something.
What should I do if I don't have enough money?
Maybe you're better off playing Goosey Wallop.
I thought you had to pay for goose walloping.
Apparently there was an incident and now it's free wallops all round.
Well, then,
Good
mini
to
game
know.
time it
Thanks.
is.
So you do click to spin and then click to hit him in the head with a mallet. But you have to wait till he has to still be spinning. If you wait till it gets too slow, then he doesn't count.
I only managed one wallop.
Could be worse. Fancy another go?
Oh, yes, please.
Please.
This isn't mandatory either way. You don't have to complete this mini game to complete the game.
Some of the pages are missing. It doesn't even tell me the date of the murder.
I shan't bore
It
you
has
anymore
the
because now
details of
investigating
two crucial
time.
pieces of evidence, though.
Lord on
The
me.
DNA sample found at the scene
Was a badger.
and the sword with
No.
blood on the blade and fingerprints on the handle. I agree. It's pretty compelling. But something tells me there's more to it.
She's a
It
regular old
mentions
Nancy Drew,
Horatio's
isn't she?
interview recorded on the night of the murder. Shame the interview cassette's not here too. I bet that would
More
shed some more
cassettes,
light
eh?
on the case. I wonder if I can discover what happened to it.
I wonder if I can discover what happened to it, or if the game is over at this point. Ooh.
That's it. You've nailed it.
According to the coroner's report, the murder weapon was a sharp blade exactly like the one found hidden at Fig Hall. It appears that Horatio had attempted to hide it up the chimney. There's a photo of the scene, and you can even see the dried blood on the blade.
Yes, I can.
Forensic analysis confirmed
Yeah, you can see all
Horatio's
3 pixels of it.
fingerprints on the
Oh, yeah.
hilt, and that the blood was 100% match for his brother Fergus. This photo reminds me of one I've seen somewhere before.
Does it? You've been there several times.
Apparently, the DNA sample was hair retrieved from the fist of the victim. It looks like Fergus yanked a clump of it off his attacker. The DNA match to Horatio was 89%.
89?
With a
That's not a lot.
99.9% likelihood that it belonged to a close blood relative or sibling. So it was definitely a close family member. I wonder if there's anyone else who fits the bill.
Well, there's Dad
Ask around.
and Mum. Family member. Okay, so we've got Mom and Dad. Okay, as me.
Did Horatio Fig have any other close family?
Well, it's possible. Apart from Fergus, they were a pretty secretive bunch. There could have been
Frequented
an
the
old
local
herd of them
brothels.
living here for all we know. There was a
the
family
sequel.
tree hanging on that back wall when the Heritage Trust first took over.
And we stuck it in a
That
bin.
was stolen at the same time as one of the antique vases. They never even took a copy of it, so unless someone finds it, we'll
So is it
never
vase
know.
or vase?
It's vase in the UK, so it's vase.
Okay.
Because
Where's the
we're
family
right.
tree
All
now?
right, sure.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Reminds me of the
was
Eddie
stolen
Izzard part
around the
where
same
you say
time as that
herbs and we say
priceless vase
herbs
went
because there's a
walkabout.
Because
fucking
we're not-
H in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed
What
that.
happened to the other vase?
It was stolen while Marjorie was on duty.
Seeping little bitch.
Marjorie?
Another room watcher. Spend too much time eating curly whirlies.
Who steals a
Not
family
enough
tree,
time
asks Warrior
watching
Tark.
the
Well,
rooms.
someone who doesn't know
It's
the
probably
value of
found
proper
its way
art.
into the house of a wealthy collector by now.
Wealthy collector, eh?
What was the exact date of the murder?
This
Lord
case is
Dumpney.
closed.
No.
What if I could prove that the original evidence isn't strong enough to support the case?
I mean, it was in the box
Then you
in
tell
your
me.
possession this whole
There's
time.
something about this case. Brings out the obsessive nature in people.
Something tells me there's more to it. I can't explain why.
Whatever. In the unlikely event you can cast serious doubt on both pieces of evidence in the case file, I'll throw all caution to the wind and tell you. Like it'll make any difference.
89% is not a very strong, no, so, okay.
What evidence would you need me to debunk?
Both of them. the DNA and the murder weapon.
All right.
So you won't tell me the date of the murder?
Nope, that case is closed.
What was it you said?
What, about him being... You couldn't talk about the fig case around him. He'd
Excuse
flip his
me.
lid. Oh, and he was obsessed with a weekly local radio show
Weekly
which
local
played
radio
chart
show, we got.
music. He used to record the episodes onto a cassette each week. Right after the Fig murder, he was too busy to buy any cassettes and ran out. He went scouring the whole town for one. His home, the shops. I think he found one in the end, but we all gave him a pretty wide berth after that, including his wife. She left him and gave all his stuff away to charity.
Charity, eh? Ah,
Bye.
See ya.
might be in the charity shop then. Crab asks, who funded you to make this? Well, the Kickstarter probably helped, I would assume.
Yeah. So in terms, I was calculating how much of my own money I've invested in this, and I think it's about £350.
That's pretty much.
So that kind of covered the Steam fees
What can you
to
tell
put
me
the
about
game
the
on,
box by
and
the
the
It's full of
developer
home
fees
recordings of the
for
chart show
like
on
for
cassette.
Apple
The lady bought them in.
and
They
Android,
belonged to her ex-husband.
and things
They're
like
not
that,
bad.
and
I've been listening to
a
them in my spare time.
and the
interesting on them.
software license,
Not yet,
the indie
but
software
there are
license
tons
for
of them.
Visionaire as well. So kind of that's sort of what I kind of put up front.
Yeah.
And that, at that point, that was almost more like a hobby thing. So it was like over the period of months, I was like, well, I'm sort of making a
We
game,
use
and
it
I'm,
to
you know,
plot
I'll go on, I'll
recent-related incidents
put
in
it on
the
Steam,
local
and I'll
area.
do this, and I'll do that.
Yeah, Steam's not cheap, is it?
No, it's about
What kind of
100 quid
little
a
incidents?
pop.
It used to just be the odd
And we wanted to
roadkill
put
or
the
accidental
Hair of the
stabbings.
Dog, which was the
But
Steam
recently,
Jam game,
we've
wanted to
been
put that
seeing
on there
more
as well, because that was
creative
going down quite
approaches.
well,
Everything from
and we thought it was quite a good
landmines.
sort of marketing
Didn't you know
thing to
anything
have
about
already
it,
have
did you?
one game on there.
I'm sure I
And
don't know
be
what
able to
you
kind of
mean.
say, well, if you've completed this and you
Well,
enjoyed
it's a
it, you can,
suspiciously
you know, we've got a
evasive
new one
response.
in the works. But then it was the Kickstarter, and that's, to be honest, I mean, we've not taken any money out of the Kickstarter fund ourselves. It's
The
all
chart
gone
show.
to pay
It's
for
crammed
the
with
rewards,
no prizes
the
for getting-
voiceovers, the music,
The least stupid looking for a
bit of
cassette
video
to
editing
record
for
onto
the
day
trailer
after
and stuff like that.
Horatio's interview. The exact date
Yeah,
doesn't
but
appear
everything
in the
else is
file at all.
me.
I
So
asked
it's
the
so the
police
overheads
officer
are
from the
quite
auction.
low. I'm
I'll
doing
take
all
a
the
look.
artwork, all the dev, all the
Boy,
writing,
don't
and so
touch
I don't
anything.
have anyone
I was
to kind of
only
pay for the
looking.
actual
That
production
may
of the
well
game.
be the case, but I
Apart
can't
from
watch
audio
the shop
stuff.
and fill in this competition at the same time. So in the meantime, just keep your wandering fingers to yourself.
Okay. Thinky. Photograph. Where have we seen photographs? Where are there photographs? See, my idea was to just go to her house and start looking around for wall decorations.
There is a photo album, but the photo album is just the Kickstarter backers. So
Yeah.
that's
It's my mother.
I can let me know if you want me to push you in the right direction.
You say that every time I'm in the wrong location, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really harsh, wouldn't it? Oh, let me know if you need a clue when you're right next to it.
Oh, these photographs,
I
maybe.
suppose I might as well take a look. According to the plaque, this photo's almost 40 years old.
And it's still got the sword in it.
Hang on a minute. There's the sword in the chimney, complete with the same dried blood spatter. If this photo is really 40 years old, what's it doing there 30 years before he even hid it?
I don't know.
Unless it was
She went really
actually
high on
hidden
that
there
one.
decades before, and isn't the murder weapon at all.
Oh,
At
that was
least, not
easy.
for this murder anyway. I wonder why someone hid a sword up there in the first place. I should go and tell the police officer about this.
Now, here's the thing. Normally, when you get a laundry list of stuff to do and you have to go and present it to someone, I like to get all my ducks in a row first. So I'm not going to go to the police officer just yet.
I would maybe spend a little bit more time on that photograph then.
You can see the swords. According to the plaque,
Oh, there are
these
the
vases
vases.
look very familiar.
The what, sorry?
There's only one
Oh,
of
the
them in
vase.
Fig Hall
Sorry.
nowadays. Maybe I should ask Esme about them.
You did.
These vases. There's only. Maybe I should.
Oh, there's a
It
family
looks
tree.
like there used to be a family tree hanging on the wall 40 years ago. It's too small to make out on the photograph, though. I wonder if anyone knows what happened to the original.
Pretty sure we know.
Yeah, I think you're all done there now.
Hang on.
It's the same as the one at Fig Hall. Apparently, the other one was stolen at the same time as the Fig family tree. I guess we can add kleptomaniac to my mother's list of disturbing conditions. I wonder if it holds any clues.
Let us indeed pick it up and hold it.
Howdy.
Oh, shit.
You told you that.
Press
it was
T for
stolen
take.
at the same time as the
Oh.
family tree. I'll take a closer look. Oh, ho, ho, there's a large piece of canvas rolled up inside. I can't get it out, though.
Tweezers! Let's do tweezers. Or just break it with a trowel. Why can't Jeff just pick it out with his little tentacle-y things? Obviously he can't.
I love the way you say, obviously he can't.
Well,
I mean, he can't, but
no.
it's not.
I mean, how do you train a Venus flytrap to do that? Unless you
Try it. I don't know. What does he do? If you do
nothing.
it, does he do anything?
I've got to be careful not to break it.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Irons? No, they're too hard. Candle? No. Coal skull? No. Not here.
Sorry.
Then again. Matches? No. I'm
We're not playing Cluedo.
yeah.
I wonder if the poker will fit in the vase.
You said soft.
Wrap it in something soft, though.
Ooh.
You know what? Weirdly, there is no toilet paper.
That is actually
in-
kind of weird.
In the whole game, I don't think there's any. I think there are like 3 toilets, and there's no toilet paper in any of them.
People just wipe with their hands here. Cotton
Yeah,
buds.
exactly.
No.
And then just wash your hands afterwards. It's fine. Or use the poker.
Do you have a set of postcards for members?
Oh, yes.
Warrior Talk
Not
says,
only that,
wrap it in the
I'll
skin of an
even throw in a free
infant, the
branded
softest
tote bag
material.
containing promotional literature from our specially selected
I don't think it's that
third-party
kind of game. We're
partners.
not playing Harvester.
Joy.
I know, right? Here you go.
Thanks.
Here.
Oh, here's
let
what
me
I was
take
going to
that
say.
visit
I
pass
think
too.
subconsciously the
recognize you
reason why
anyway.
there's no toilet paper in the game is because you don't want a repeat of the Thimbleweed Park controversy of does toilet
the
paper go under
over-under.
or over. I am an over. I just want to.
I never cared until I met my
I
wife,
should probably
who
take
did
a look
care, and
It's
it's
got
over.
some post.
Apparently,
I'll take them
that's.
out.
And to be honest, it makes
The
no
joy
odds
of
to me,
crafting is
but
an
it's that's
inspired pastime
the way it
enjoyed
is. Apparently,
many
it's
nights
I
of your
presume
trip
it's
to
like because that's how we do it in
Seaside
hotels, so they
into
can
a
fold it into a
Create
nice little
succulent
point,
memories with your
like
family this
that sort of drapes over and sort of
by the
yeah. I don't know.
There's a practical reason why I prefer over, under. And that
If
is,
you're doing one-handed, you can kind of lean on it with your elbow and take a.
there's that. Also, if I stand up to do my business, which I rarely do, but if I do, I like to sort of dab when I'm done, and reaching for toilet paper with over is much easier. You can do that with one hand, whereas if it's
Yeah,
under,
you can because you can take it. You can take a bit off. You can lean on it with the rest of your arm, which stops it, and then you can pull it, and it says it. If you try to do it the other way, you just kind of you end up with a load of stuff just kind of going on the floor.
Yeah, and then your business might just start swinging and land on your trousers, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
We've all been there.
Oh yeah. Although, if you buy the Thimbleweed Park soundtrack on vinyl, side A is just a picture of toilet paper over, and side B is a picture with toilet paper under. That's actually really clever. What the fuck? Okay, postcards, we've got the photos.
The joy of crab. Crabbing is an inspired pastime enjoyed for generations.
Not the STD, I
Make
imagine.
most of your trip to the seaside by luring crabs into a bucket with rashers of
Oh, this is a hint for a
juicy,
future puzzle.
full-flavoured prime-back bacon. Create succulent memories with your family this summer.
Bacon
Created
fed
by the
crabs.
Guild of Bacon Marketeers.
That's a thing. Yeah, I don't know how universal that is, but in the UK, that's a thing. If you go to the seaside, you can go and get a bucket and buy bacon in all the local shops, and then just
A
Ah,
bucket
there's
of
not just a
bacon.
receipt in there.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you put
Sounds really
yeah.
nice.
Don't look.
You put bacon on a little sort of thing that looks like a bit like a safety pin on a line that goes down. You just sit on the pier and you just kind of dangle it over, or you can get these kind of
so much trouble.
like sort of little
let's see
personette
what we've
things that you
got.
put the bacon in a
This
little
is it.
thing, and then the crabs
A
just
big
crawl
family
in.
tree.
Seems like a waste of bacon, but
Did
okay.
my mum
Yeah, I mean, it's a waste because you
before?
can't. The crabs
I
aren't
worry about her
edible.
sometimes.
They're just
I can
shore
see
crabs. So
Horatio
it's,
and Fergus right
just
at the
throw them back
bottom
in
of the
again when you're
tree. But there's another name right next to Fergus. So they did have another sibling. I can just make out the words a fig, but the rest has been torn off.
thickens.
I guess they were even more of a black sheep than Horatio. I should show this to the police officer right away.
No.
Hey, look at this. According to this family
Sound
tree,
effect of her
Fergus
pulling
and
out
Horatio had another
Yeah,
sibling
it's
in the
no
family.
animation. Can't be
Sample
bothered.
come from them.
You can imagine
Does
it.
cast
Oh,
doubt
yeah.
on the DNA evidence. Where are they now?
I don't know. No one's told me anything about them.
Found anything about the murder weapon yet?
Oh.
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Here you go. This photo was taken 40 years ago. You can clearly see the blood-stained sword in the fireplace. And the other photo shows the two brothers duelling when they were younger. That's likely when the sword got covered in Fergus's blood.
Okay, I'll buy that. Fair dues. You're not at all bad at this.
I'm better than you are. Why? There seems to be a running thing in British comedy about incompetent police officers. Even the police officers in Peppa Pig are just absolutely terrible at their job.
Yeah, they just like bungle everything.
Yeah.
Now will you tell me the date of the murder?
Okay, fair enough. The murder took place 10 years ago this year.
Yeah, I know
that's
already.
that's not really a date.
Alright, keep your massive hair on.
That's not going to be a problem.
Did you know that the murder took place on the night the theme park was due to open?
Could you just tell me the fucking
Yeah, I
date?
discovered that earlier too.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Holmes.
So the exact
That's
date
miss.
was...
What? Oh, yeah. Sometime in June. The 26th, I think?
Okay,
You
thanks.
think? I just did your job for you, and you think? He's even more terrible than I thought she was. Oh, Summer says, of course, Peppa Pig is the first thing that comes to Charles' mind. We've been over this. I am on board with Peppa Pig.
I don't think we've done a stream where you haven't mentioned Peppa Pig. I'm struggling to. I'm pretty sure Peppa Pig has been forcefully injected into every conversation we've had.
What can I say?
The police
I'm a fan.
chief was...
Look what I found. Yeah, she's going to be with us for the rest of the stream.
Did you solve your last nightmare?
With the bread people. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I think.
Did you bake? Did you? Yeah.
Oh no, there was one thing I didn't do. There was one thing I didn't do. What was it? Oh yeah, I couldn't get wood. I couldn't get wood for the fire, so I couldn't actually bake anything. So I needed to find wood.
Okay. And wood.
Other than that, we're good.
Promoting a crabbing holiday
Okay.
there probably wouldn't
You
achieve a lot.
will.
Need to go back. Maybe I can find wood in some other location. I would imagine. Because all this wood is wet.
All the wood over there is wet, but if you, I'd say if you look at the duck, it might give you a bit of a clue as well.
He's going to have the bread sweats tonight. I don't know how he can sleep.
Try
with all that
splintered
dry
wood.
stuff.
So you need
Do I
to find
just-
a way.
He's out cold.
And just
I'll
chuck
never
him
be
over.
able to move him that way.
There is an easier way to remove the duck.
So just push him down? Set fire to him? Yeah.
Let's just leave him alone now.
I need to get him out of the way. Portraits, portraits.
Right, as if he was never there in the first place.
Oh, for heaven's sake! There we go.
It seems happier now it's been fed.
In you
I
go.
need to light it first.
My bad, sorry.
Preheat your
There
oven
we go.
first.
Perfect for baking.
There we go. Let's put sentient living dough in an oven.
I
Well,
mean, technically, sourdough is sort of
well yeah.
partially an organism. I don't know, is it?
Well, yeast is. You put yeast in.
Yeah.
After 30 minutes at 226. Does the actual recipe come with the physical edition?
Yeah, you get like a little packet of yeast. And
Yeah.
And it doesn't look too bad, all things considered.
It looks like a giant ass.
It does
That
look like a
is
giant
one
ass,
monster-sized loaf of bread.
yeah. Because why not?
Hello, would you like
Here,
bun?
take this.
I forgot she was suffering from nightmares all this time.
Yeah, you remember the whole course of the game?
God, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm so sorry for chasing you. Let me blow you a kiss.
Snot comes everywhere. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, you said you only had one custom animation. That was beautiful.
Yeah, this is like rotate 10 degrees, rotate 10 degrees, rotate.
Well, still. Should probably use anchor. Use.
No, you left. Silly. Yeah, it's not going to be that simple.
Sod it. See, I'm picking
I
up.
preferred the drooling monster to drowning. Against my better judgment, let's see what the psychology book says now. Chapter 3. Take a break. Reach
Vacation
out and grab
time.
every opportunity.
All right. Well, yes, I will have a conversation with you in just a sec. What is he supposed to be, or she?
It's a she.
There's a clog in me.
I think she's technically a crab as well.
What did you say to
Oh,
that?
she's because she's got
Little-
stalk eyes,
Yeah.
stocky eyes.
What's the red sauce?
So because it was a crabbing
Oh,
brochure, the
take
the
all
crabs.
that red
Just,
sauce.
generally speaking, they're all crabs. She wasn't when I originally drew her. There are other crabs that are in the scene, and when I originally drew her, she was just an old lady. And it just seemed like it just seemed a bit weird and just incongruous that there was all these crabs, and she doesn't even like comment on it. She's just like, oh yeah, they're just, the crabs are just there, and then, so it just seemed to make sense to make her into a crab as well.
How's your nozzle? Now that is a phrase to start with.
How's your nozzle?
Still clogged, I'm afraid. You ain't got something I could poke it with, have you? I tried with my claw, but it's too wide to fit in end.
Let me have a look around and see what I can find.
Try the sergeant's place. He collects all kinds of random crap.
Sergeant? What sergeant? Sit your ass down, Duck.
I could probably ride him if there was more water.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, okay. Fine. Think fourth dimensionally. We'll go slosh our bed. Or we can just wet our bed. He's adorable.
A nice little swinging bread on there.
I think he might actually be my favorite character in the
Ladies
game.
and gentlemen, you have reached your
I like that duck.
destination.
So we didn't actually...
Free return trips.
Oh, very nice.
Visitors leaving the seaside from this island will arrive here when returning. That's good to know.
Oh, so if I drink Le Juicy, I will arrive here. Well, hello.
I think he's my favorite character. I
Look at
like
that.
him.
Oh, he's got a crapper.
That is one enormous crustacean.
Oh, woe is me.
Really?
Is it?
It certainly is, young limpet. For I have upon my claw a ring of pure shame.
Oh, Shakespearean.
It looks like a pure rubber band to me.
What is a mere rubber band to you is a badge of humiliation for a glorious creature like myself. A crustacean's
rocking
claws
some
are a
epic
symbol
mustache
of his
game.
potency, his strength, his virility, his nippability. I have been emasculated, crippled in my prime. It's why I have hidden myself away in my dazzling palace. The drapes are pure bladderwrack, by the way. But where are my manners?
I don't know.
Let me
You were
introduce myself.
busy whining.
I am Sergeant Crabulus. Before my
Indeed he
claw was
is.
bested, I commanded the respect of all the other crabs in the area, and some of the prawns. But I will rise again. If I can get this blasted rubber band off.
So, a lot of dialogue just to say, okay, get this thing off my face. But, yeah. Totus wants to know, how did the crab get the mustache? Did he defeat Markiplier in hand-to-hand combat?
I think he probably just found it.
it's just glued to it, the top of his
Yeah,
head.
it's stuck to it.
So, companions that can snap off rubber bands. Now, Teddy doesn't strike me as particularly sharp, but he's strong, so he might be able to do the trick. In you go, you sardonic little sad sack.
Mr. Fumble's over on the pier
Oh, for fuck's
looking
sake.
decidedly put out. I don't think he's able to swim across. Looks like the tide's in. Looks like the tide's out. It's too slippery for my hands.
You what? Oh, the rope? Really?
It's too...
Could you just...
I'm guessing there must be a massive...
Well, how do I get down from here then? Oh, do you need to hitch a ride
It
back on
leads
Rubber
down.
Ducky? Mother of God. I think the only thing I would probably change about this is that every time you change whether the tide is in or not, she has to remark on it. You would think the player got the point the first time round.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Just a quick fancy look.
Oh,
Duck looks very lovely.
what does Mr. Krabby? Does he have a bright pink moustache? If you did it.
No, he's barely there.
Slightly too dark.
But
Oh, wow.
The discarded chip wrappings look really good in CGI.
They
Actually.
do, don't they? They've gone well. He's obviously. I think it's because he's got a like a light map on him to make him darker
Yeah.
in the shadow. Yeah, it's just, he's not
They're
quite.
all empty.
Well, there's a dismembered arm. That has a finger-sized thingy.
Mind if I take this?
Not at all. It's pretty useless to me. The fingers keep coming off.
Oh yeah, so they do. I suppose it's
That's a
easy
little-
to carry around
little
with
disturbing,
a whole
but
arm
okay.
anyway. It's a
There's a thing. So if you look at the,
Use it to touch up my
I don't know if anyone
moustache.
has actually noticed this yet, but when you take the finger off,
Oh,
the
it's,
finger that is that. If you have swearing turned off, it's not the middle finger that's left.
Pass it over. Right,
She shoved it up her nose.
Let's see what this little chap can do.
oh yeah, that's a disturbing image.
Looks like the tide's out.
No.
Oh, yeah, it is. Had you noticed?
If I just put the chips down somewhere, the gulls will eat them too quickly. Someone needs to be holding them, really. Just not me.
Fumbies.
Fancy some chips?
Poor
I
fucker.
think I want to cry. That's honestly the nicest, most selfless thing you've asked me all day.
Oh, you're. Oh.
I'd love some chips. Thank you.
Okay. You like gulls too,
Oh,
though,
she is
right?
feeling a twinge of
Like,
remorse.
what?
Never mind. Let me find you those chips. Fancy some chips?
That's so kind and selfless of you.
Really
Thank
tucking
you.
on the heartstrings
I'll
here.
eat them over here.
Oh, Warrior Targas, I assume this is some form of DOS engine if you can SQ3 the graphics. No, these are, it's a shader.
It's nice to see him making friends.
Wonder how that looks. Oh, that looks fantastic. Sunburnt Mr. Fumble with the ghosts of a million pigeons.
Did you enjoy your chips?
Just, don't.
At least your new friends all seem to have gone now. That road behind leading up to the top of the island looks accessible now too.
Oh, goody. Looks like he made new friends indeed. I was going to make a rather crass and awful joke. I might, but I'll just take a sip of water and go over it in my head one more time. I have softened the joke in my head so it's slightly more palatable. It looks like he was invited to play Biscuit in the middle, but someone convinced him to be the Biscuit. We did it all for the Nookie.
Looks like the tide's in.
Oh, the tide's in. Did you realize?
The what?
She said the tide
Oh,
was
right.
out.
It's
That's it.
good to know.
Yeah.
Always good to know.
I think the baking thing actually was the one that, you know, in my head took the longest, but
Yeah, I suppose you got that's where you kind of have to make the leap of working like outside of the dream box and things like that. So that's once you've sort of got
Looks like
that
the tide's
and
in.
the idea of kind of going in between.
we missed it.
Oh, go on. What did you miss? Oh, the tide.
The tide's in.
Okay, sorry.
Right, just
It's
wanted to
important
clarify.
information. I'm really sorry. I was talking over
No,
that.
that's
giant
absolutely
crab
fine.
you were talking
The
about.
giant crab
How
you were
did you
talking
guess?
about.
Okay, let's get this over with.
What is he gonna do? Nip it?
There we go. All disbanded.
Oh my. It
Oh.
feels so good to be able to nip again. Please take the antique artifact from my wall as your reward.
Thanks.
Can fucking
I
do,
will.
Squire. Can we put him somewhere? Is there like a clean background somewhere where we can put Fumble so I can cut him out and use him for a thumbnail?
You get him up against the sea. You might be able to. I can send it to you as a transparent PNG file if you would like that.
Oh, can you send me Cum Blasted Bear? Oh, that would be great. Thank you.
I will send you the Cum Blasted Bear. What angle do you want him at? Do you want? So I've got him climbing up the rope. I've got him walking forwards, backwards. I've got him just standing there. It's like the PNG is just called bear stand back shit .png. Oh, definitely.
You're probably wondering the reason why I skipped out of the dream, and that is because this will be the last time that we will ever hear those scintillating words that really should be on the front of the box in giant quotation marks.
What's it? Oh, hang on. It's going to be. I know what it's going to be, but let's see.
Looks like the tide's out.
I'm gonna miss that line so much.
Right, that's all filled in. Thanks for your help. I'll be closing the shop soon so I can get this posted off. Feel free to have a quick
His
look around
priorities
before
are
I
just
go.
really in line and in tune.
The chart show.
It's almost like they're just
No
there
prizes
just to make your
guessing
life
who these
difficult.
belong to. I'll take a look. I'll take this elaborate brick off the top of it.
Did she just put that in for the shits and giggles? Oh, hang on. What did she say? July before the 10th?
No, I can tell you. Do you want me to tell you because you're just gonna have to go back and ask her, or do you want me to? Do you want
Oh, just tell me, fuck it.
She said the 26th of June was when the
January, February, March.
interview was.
Oh, I might have to do this in Danish. Jeg har på mig at blive my uni. 120 minutes later, she listened to all of it.
Nothing much of interest on.
That didn't stop you nodding your head like a complete banana for 2 hours. I was supposed to close up the shop ages ago.
I'll take a look.
I'll do it
I'll
again.
back the one I'm carrying.
Because so June the 26th was the day of the interview, and he said he couldn't find a tape.
So he needed recording after the interview.
Mm-hmm. I'm being an idiot, aren't I? I'm being a complete fucking idiot at this point. No, wait.
Wait a minute. There's something
No, I'm
after
not
the
being
chart
oh,
show
oh.
recording.
You know it. Yeah.
People talking.
He actually
This is
taped
it.
over part of the
It's
interview?
an interview cassette. I'm going to take this home and listen to it in private.
Why did she say it was a weird brick when she saw it? I mean, at least she would know what a cassette actually.
Okay, let's have a proper listen
Screw
to
it.
this.
Right.
It's still an elaborate brick.
Interview with the
It
murder
is.
suspect. Can you confirm your name for the tape, please?
Horatio Fig.
Speak up a bit, please.
Horatio Fig.
Thank you. Now, what
That
can
was
you
the same
tell me
line, wasn't
about
it? You
your
just increased the
whereabouts
volume.
earlier tonight.
I think I might have done
I've been
actually. Yeah.
home all evening.
Really? Well, we had an
Nice.
anonymous
Yeah, I
tip-off
see.
earlier tonight that you were seen fleeing the new theme park. Do you have anything to say about that?
I went to wish Fergus luck.
Ah, of course you did. I've heard you're a very strong advocate of theme parks on your family's land.
Okay, look, I know Fergus and I haven't always seen eye to eye.
Especially not
but
after I
kill me
poked him
own
in it.
brother? I couldn't. I wouldn't. And what could I possibly have to gain?
Oh, I don't know. Your brother's share of the estate, perhaps?
Fergus saw to it that would never happen when he amended his will recently.
Really? So I suppose we're looking at revenge, plain and simple then.
Well, someone's made up
Look,
their
I
mind.
don't need Fergus' bloody money. I'm innocent and I can prove it to you.
I'm all ears.
Just check the tapes.
Tapes? What tapes?
The security tapes at the theme park. Fergus told me it had state-of-the-art video surveillance.
Do I look like a complete idiot to you?
I'm sure he does.
Of course we checked the security tapes. They were all empty. Obviously someone decided they didn't need to be turned on tonight.
You don't have any evidence to pin this on me. You'll have to let me go. I know my rights.
Oh, it's just a matter of time. I know a guilty man when I see one. We'll be starting with a thorough search of that eyesore you call home as soon as I have a warrant.
Oh.
The head.
I beg your pardon?
The head of the ferret costume. Where is it?
Why don't you tell me?
Fergus told me he had video cameras mounted inside each of the theme park costumes. After he kept being punched by members of the public whilst handing out flyers. If you can find the head, you'll find the tape and the real killer.
Well, you saw to it that the head would never be found,
Someone's made up their mind
This
very
interview is
clearly.
terminated. I'll be seeing you again very soon, Fig.
Wow, that was intense. I guess they never found the ferret head or the security tape.
Where'd Peppa go? Mighty Claw artifacts with randomly ascending hotspot.
Yep.
No, rapidly is what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to sound
No, I think you were right.
randomly.
Hooray, I'm saved!
Hooray! Another nightmare.
Wait.
No, we're not. Oh,
What's
ow.
going on?
Ow. Ow, 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 oh, ow. Steady
Let
on.
me out of here! Hang on. This is a... Yep, it's a coffin.
Oh, God.
Brilliant.
Did you bury her alive?
It's too dark to see anything.
Mother of God.
Now is not the time for graffiti.
Oh, I guess not, no. Oh. So we're gonna need a light source and something. So... Well,
That was definitely the worst one yet.
yeah, that's...
This psychology book is utter bobbins. I'm giving it one last chance, then I'm making it a new home, in a shredder. Chapter 4. Make yourself heard. Don't become silenced by fear. Express yourself through words, art, poetry or music and let the world know you're here. Silence is your enemy. That's even more vague than the last one.
Can we have more cassettes? Or maybe we can just chuck in the actual
Wait.
cassette we just found.
All this trauma's triggering another repressed vision.
Oh, good.
Lucky old me.
She actually knows they're oncoming. Well, someone's been watching The Wall.
I was going to say, thank you for getting the Pink Floyd reference.
These are getting weirder and weirder. My mum won't even allow scissors in the house.
No, we've noticed.
I must be getting close to discovering the root of my nightmares.
And it somehow
And
involves
my
Bob Geldof.
subconscious is trying to defend itself.
Alright, that must be it. That's a very good place to wind this up, I think. Do you think do you think we'll solve it in the in the next?
Definitely.
But once again, thank you so much for joining me for these. Your patience is always appreciated. I wish to leave you with one bit of sage advice that was given to me recently by a good friend of mine. Looks like the tide's in.